当地时间2019年2月22日，在美国举行的第32届卡普丁年会上，英国著名汉学家、剑桥大学高级研究员马丁·雅克发表主旨演讲。他认为，中国作为全球性大国具有以下几个特征。
Well, we have to recognize, and I think we do recognize, that China's economic transformation has been remarkable, even now. In 2030 or 2035, these projections are always speculative. China would account for a third of global GDP, which, by the way, is what China accounted for in 1820. So there is a tradition, if you go back far enough. I think that China's most important strategic priority in its thinking is its relationship with the developing world. Now, I think that a key part of the explanation for this is where China's come from, that it understands the problems of the developing world. Now, there have been a lot of criticisms of China's relationship with the African countries, but I think that if you look at public opinion for China, the majority attitude, 60–65% of Africans have what is called a favourable attitude towards China. And Belt and Road is, as you, I'm sure, are all aware, is a hugely ambitious project to transform the Eurasian landmass, where there are many, many very poor countries. China does have, for a developing country, an extraordinary infrastructure of expressways, of railways, and a larger high-speed rail network than the rest of the world put together. China have really majored on infrastructure in a big way, and I think this has been so important to the development of China because it's created a connectivity across China and allowed the market to develop in the kind of way. The Chinese thinking in relationship to Belt and Road is, if it worked for us, why can't it work for the many countries of Central Asia, the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and so on. I think that Belt and Road basically is going to be successful. I would say, first, that it is impossible for the United States to stop the rise of China. The rise of China is one of these great, quite unusual historical moments of a fundamental transformation taking place in the world. The problem of the relationship between the competitive relationship between China and the United States is not fundamentally about trade. It's fundamentally about innovation. I think it's a mistake for America to react in a protectionist way to this. In general, the danger of protectionism is that you withdraw, it's a defensive response, when in fact, basically, for example, it's very, very important that American firms are competing in China, so you have to be part of it to learn from it, because learning is going to be very important in relationship to how we in the West respond to the rise of China. And I think the great challenge for the United States will be how to live in a world where China is a peer competitor. What are the forms of cooperation and what are the forms of rivalry?